When it comes to Social Security benefits, it shouldn't be a surprise that they are literally one of the greatest assets that you have. For some people, the amount of money you'll pull out of Social Security could make your 401k look like chump change when you think about all the years throughout retirement. The question is what is the future of Social Security looking like? Keep it right here today. I'm going to talk to you about some strategies and some things to prepare for when it comes to your Social Security benefits. Good day, everybody. Chris Herline here of REAP Financial, host of Wealth Radio, host of Retire Ready TV on KXAN every Wednesday, so that you guys can stay on top of the latest. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. I drop new content on this channel every Wednesday so that you guys can stay on top of the latest and stay informed. Now, I also want to make sure you stay tuned with me through the end of today's video because I'm going to share a strategy that most people aren't even thinking about. Now, let's talk now about the current financial health of Social Security. You're hearing more and more of the politicians talk about it up there in DC, and it shouldn't be a surprise because if you go and look at your Social Security statement, you can print it off at ssa.gov. Literally in the fine print, it says, hey, if there's no changes between now and 2034, we're going to have to make significant cuts in the amount of benefits we pay you. In some cases, we've seen reports of up to maybe a 25% decrease in benefits. I mean, think about the haircut that would mean on your personal benefit. Now, obviously, I think that there's going to be changes made between now and 2034. I think people that want to get elected into office are going to have to really make this a primary focus as we're getting closer. But there's no doubt that the Social Security and Medicare system is strained. And so, we consult with a lot of successful people out there that count on Social Security. And I'll tell you, people are concerned, and we hear things ranging from, maybe they're just going to cut benefits in half. Maybe they're just going to stop giving them to you altogether. I don't think either of those would transpire. I think there would be rioting and picketing in the streets, considering throughout your working careers, you paid a substantial amount of money from your paycheck into the FICA system. I think we're going to see things be done a little more stealthy. And, I talk a lot around the Medicare space. We have a lot of successful families at REAP Financial that pay exponentially more for Medicare, the same Medicare their neighbors or their brothers getting, because they've got a nice income. They report higher income than maybe their brother or their neighbor, right? Well, that's called means testing. And, it's happening right now as we speak. I mean, people are paying hundreds of dollars more for the same Medicare coverage that maybe their friend or family member's getting. And through this means testing that's been going on for some time, this is how they kind of supplement the programs. Well, one train of thought would be that they potentially may means test Social Security in years to come. So the way it works right now on Medicare, just to be clear, is that the more money you make, the higher the premium you pay after you hit a certain threshold. Well, what's to say they don't do it a little reverse on the social side? What if they look at how much money you make, and once you make over a certain amount, now they start decreasing your benefits? See, I think that's something that's very reasonable to consider, and also a reason that you need to be proactively planning around your retirement income, what tax bracket you're going to be in, not just today, but in 10 and 15 years, because the way that most of the laws are written in this country, they're not written around your net worth. They're all written around your income, right? I think another thing that's very, very likely is that those that are working, you'll probably be paying more into the FICA system. Right now, you pay in 12.4% of your income between your employer and you. It's 6.2% each. The employer, 6.2%, you, up to a certain amount. And then after that, you're not paying FICA taxes. I could easily see them lifting or completely eliminating any cap on the FICA limit. Both of the things I just mentioned, the means testing of Social Security and potentially the raising or the elimination of the FICA cap, I think both of those things could be done rather easily without the rioting and picketing in the streets. There's no doubt that Social Security's got an issue here, and there's a number of reasons for that. We've got an aging population. We got 11,000 baby boomers retiring every single day. I mean, the system is strained, there's no doubt. And we talk a lot about strategies, how to get the most money out of your Social Security benefit. And we've got other videos that you can click on this channel where I talk about the remaining strategies that are very lucrative. Be sure and take a look at those. And if you have additional questions, be sure to leave your questions that you have in the comments section, and I'll try to address those in future videos. Now, when it comes to Social Security, the average benefit today here in 2024 is around $1,700 a month. That's on average, around $21,000 and change a year. That may not seem like a lot, but that's the average benefit. We also see people have benefits, somewhere in the range of $3,000 to $3,800. And a lot of that is all based on how much you paid in and for how many years you worked, those type of things. But Social Security alone for your retirement, that's a big gamble. If that's all that you're going to have to live on, you're going to be totally on the government's plan, because they dictate how much you get in a cost of living each year, if you get one. They dictate what the tax rates are going to be, and most of you will be paying tax in Social Security, right? So it's a very one-sided relationship. So when you're saving for your future retirement, you really want to be saving in multiple places. You want to diversify your income. You want to have different types of income. Some that's taxed, maybe some that's not taxed, some that's already been taxed. Most of the bulk wealth we see in retirees' plans is all IRAs and 401ks, which has never been taxed. So you need to have a plan to go alongside your Social Security. And this really plays into your timing strategy, right? You can take Social Security as early as 62 all the way up to 70. And so depending on your net worth, depending on your tax bracket, depending on the type of money you have, a lot of these things can dictate or should dictate your decision as to the best time to take Social Security. Now, a lot of people, they like the idea of waiting till 70. That may not be the best move. A lot of more affluent people today, they are finding out that they need to take it early because they'll have more net worth at the end of life. The Social Security system is strained. We all know that, but that's not a reason to just arbitrarily turn on your Social Security. A lot of people say, well, I'm just going to get it turned on and get it while I can before the system goes bankrupt. That's not a good claiming strategy. You need to have a Social Security analysis done that takes into account all your assets, your age, your longevity, and everything to really fine-tune your Social Security claiming strategy. And it's really important that you work with a fiduciary advisor. A fiduciary advisor has your best interest at heart, and they're going to be likely very well versed in investments, Social Security, Medicare planning, and more. And I get into more detail about this concept in this next video. Click here to learn more.